What if the most terrifying monster wasn't hiding in the dark? What if it was the forest itself? The flowers, the ocean, the trees, not because nature is evil, but because it doesn't need us. That unsettling idea lies at the heart of Jeff VanderMeer's work, a writer who transformed ecological fiction into psychological horror, and forever changed modern speculative fiction. Today, we're exploring why Jeff VanderMeer has become one of the most original voices in contemporary literature. Jeff VanderMeer was born in 1968. Growing up along the Gulf Coast, especially in Florida, he developed a fascination with strange ecosystems, biodiversity, and the hidden mysteries of nature. Those landscapes would later become the foundation of his fiction, not as beautiful scenery, but as living forces capable of changing humanity itself. Long before becoming internationally famous, VanderMeer worked as an editor, critic, and novelist. His early books already revealed something unusual. He wasn't interested in simple heroes or villains. He wanted readers to question reality itself. His stories blurred the line between science fiction, fantasy, horror, and literary fiction. Then, in 2014, everything changed. VanderMeer released Annihilation, the first novel in the Southern Reach Trilogy. Readers entered Area X, a mysterious region where nature behaved in impossible ways. Nothing felt familiar, nothing felt safe, and nothing could truly be explained. Area X isn't simply dangerous. It's unknowable. Plants evolve, animals mutate, the landscape itself seems alive. Instead of attacking humanity, nature quietly rewrites it, and that's what makes Area X so unsettling. Most horror relies on darkness. VanderMeer often relies on beauty. Glowing flowers, strange forests, colorful fungi, beautiful landscapes hiding impossible truths. His stories remind us that beauty and terror can exist together. Sometimes, they're the same thing. One reason VanderMeer feels so original is that his stories refuse to fit into one category. They're science fiction, they're horror, they're fantasy, they're ecological fiction, they're psychological drama. Instead of following genre rules, he creates his own. Many authors use nature as a backdrop. VanderMeer makes it the protagonist. Forests have personalities, swamps feel conscious, ecosystems become mysterious forces shaping every decision. Nature doesn't simply surround the characters, it transforms them. One of VanderMeer's biggest themes is transformation, physical, psychological, emotional, existential. His characters rarely fight monsters. They fight becoming something unfamiliar. Unlike traditional horror, the danger isn't supernatural, it's ecological. The environment changes people, not through violence, but through evolution. That subtle approach creates a completely different kind of fear. VanderMeer's worlds feel astonishingly real, not because they're realistic, but because every detail feels intentional. The sounds, the smells, the textures, the strange biology. Readers don't simply imagine his worlds, they experience them. Most writers focus on what readers can see. VanderMeer writes through every sense. Humidity, decay, saltwater, moss, silence. Every sensory detail strengthens immersion. The result is a world that feels disturbingly alive. VanderMeer constantly asks difficult questions. What happens when humans stop controlling nature? What if nature doesn't need us? What if humanity isn't the center of existence? His novels challenge one of civilization's oldest assumptions, that humans are always in charge. The Southern Reach Trilogy expands these ideas across 3 novels. Annihilation, authority, acceptance. Each explores different perspectives on Area X. Different characters, different fears, different interpretations of the unknown. Yet together, they tell one extraordinary story about transformation. Jeff VanderMeer helped redefine speculative fiction. He proved stories could be intellectually challenging, emotionally powerful, and deeply unsettling at the same time. His influence can now be seen across modern horror, science fiction, fantasy, and climate fiction. If you want stronger stories, study VanderMeer. Let your setting become a character. Build mystery instead of explaining everything. Use sensory details constantly. Blend beauty with horror. Explore ideas through atmosphere instead of exposition. Because readers remember feelings more than facts. Jeff VanderMeer's novels don't provide easy answers. They leave readers thinking, questioning, wondering, long after the final page. That's the mark of unforgettable fiction. Not certainty, curiosity. At its heart, VanderMeer's work isn't really about monsters, or aliens, or science fiction. It's about humanity's relationship with a world we barely understand. A reminder that nature is older, larger, and stranger than we often imagine. Jeff VanderMeer transformed modern speculative fiction by proving that the greatest horror isn't always something hunting us. Sometimes, it's realizing the universe doesn't revolve around us. And perhaps, it never did. If you want more author breakdowns, literary analysis, and storytelling masterclasses, subscribe, because the greatest writers don't just create fictional worlds. They change the way we see the real one.